Trainer here, welcome to the channel. First of all, can I just apologise if there's some background noise. I'm sat in front of the window to get the light because you might be able to see way back there. It's actually quite dark back there, so this is the best place to get some light. Unfortunately it's quite glary because it's I think it's about 7 o'clock in the evening and the sun's sort of going down a bit, but it's right strong in the window, but I need to keep the window open because it's really warm, so apologies for the background noise. You might be able to hear water as well. It's not raining. We have like a little, they're called kennels. They're like little drainage streams down the side of the street, which is very quaint because we live in a very old market town. So it has lots of its own little weird, strange little quaint characteristics, and that's one of them. It runs right below the front of our property. So anyway, this is a Empties video, as you will have seen by the title. I can't show you all in one big thing, because I had to empty the basket out because I've got so much of it, and I had to sort of separate it into different like face, hair, that sort of thing, otherwise it just wouldn't have made any sense. So and I couldn't have done that while I was doing it because there's just too much of it. So just so it makes sense, oh excuse me, I'll start from the top and work down. So first of all, hair. Not a great deal for hair, but one of the things is this. Oh, sorry about the glare. It's the hair colour remover by Colour Before, is it? Yeah, Colour Before. Sorry, the sun, that's it. Some of you may have seen my... Sorry about that, guys. Ian just rang and I'm filming on my phone. So it actually stopped the filming. So anyway, where was I? Yeah. Some of you may have seen the video I did. It wasn't a review as such. I actually took you through the process of me using this. I wasn't overly impressed, but I think it did do something. You can probably see. And some people have commented and actually said they think it has gone a bit lighter, but I was hoping it would go strip that right back so that I had a uniform colour, but unfortunately it's not done that. I did anticipate, because I'd seen it on offer again, because this I got half price in Superdrug, but then when I went to go back to possibly get another box, it had gone off offer, so it had gone back up to, it might have even been less than half price, because I think full price £6, something like that. Sorry, £12, £11–12. So it may have even been less than half price when I bought it, which is why I jumped on it when I saw it. But that offer's gone from Superdrug. I have seen it in Asda. You can use this up to 3 times. So I did anticipate maybe I could use it another 2 times, and maybe it would take even more of the colour out. But when I went into Asda, they only had 1 box of it. So and it was 3 for 2 or 2. There was some offer which was a really good deal, but I would have bought another 2 of these and maybe a like a blonde, a bleach type of thing. But they only actually had 1. Excuse me. They actually had 1 box of this, so it was pretty pointless me doing that. So the best way to get my full opinion on this is to have a look at that video, so I'll link that down in the description box below. So that's the first hair product. I've only got one other hair product, all the thousands of things I've got here, because I get the great big bottles of herbal essences, so they tend to last quite a while. I do apologise. It's been out in the fresh air today. It's not quite empty because there's one left, but obviously I had to leave that on there. Otherwise you wouldn't have known what I was talking about. Hair grips or bobby pins, whatever you want to call them. These are the actual silver ones, because I thought, oh yeah, they'd go with my hair more. They're Superdrug's own brand. Didn't like them at all, because to make them silver, so I'm not quite sure how they coat the brown ones, but these, they seem to be shorter, plus this silver coating, it's like gritty. Then it's not the same sort of coating as the brown ones, so didn't like them. So I'll just stick with the brown ones, I think, because I've still got quite a bit of dark hair. Oh, I cannot stop yawning. I have this problem when I do a lot of talking. I just keep yawning, so obviously I'm not breathing properly. So that's the second hair and last hair product. Moving on to face. So all this just for face. So where do we start? Well, first off, face wipes. Not a good position here with that sun glaring in, but sorry. Yeah, the Tesco cucumber facial wipes. I've actually got one here. They're decent size. This one's obviously all dried out, but I just kept one out. Oh no, sorry, this isn't it. No, right, that's something else. I'll get back to that in a moment. Yeah, so they're a decent size. We've got a lovely fresh fragrance because the cucumber. It's 25 in a packet. I think they're £1 thereabouts. And I buy these repeatedly. I do like these. I've got a tip for you. Some people may already be doing this. Some people might think it's a revelation. What I do is, obviously, once they're opened, you know, they're open to the elements, and they can, even when you seal them, you know, they can start drying out. So what I do, because obviously they're in apologies, continual use, you know, using, you know, twice a day, maybe more. I store them on the top of my bathroom cabinet, but I don't store them how most people would do, like that, with these, you know, the opening there. I turn them upside down, so that not only is that the weight of them is keeping the packet closed, you know, sealed, but also it's keeping moisture going to what is now the bottom, but would be the next wet wipe to take out is going to be moist. Whereas sometimes when you store them up like that and you take them from the top, you know, it's obviously open, it's dried out, so you know, pretty pointless. So there's a tip for you if you don't already do that. Yeah, this one I was holding, which I was trying to open. The reason I was trying to open it was because, well, the reason I couldn't. The reason I couldn't open it is because that is the size. Now, I wasn't too keen on these at all. They are the Kleenex Eye Makeup Removal Wipes Sensitive. So they come in this little packet, and there's 24 in a packet. Can't remember how much I paid because I bought them quite a while ago. It was on an offer. I bought 3 different Kleenex things. But as I say, that's the size. So they come folded somehow in that packet. But what a silly shape. Unless they're thinking fold it in half and use it, I don't know. But I don't know, I just didn't like them. For me personally, to remove eye makeup, to remove makeup from my eyes, I prefer to use a liquid type of thing. In other words, I often, well, I'm not going to tell you because that's part of what I'm going to tell you in a minute, but I don't remove my eye makeup with a wipe. I use these for cleaning my face and you know, other face makeup. But when I get out of the shower, I use a face wipe. But I don't I'm not a fan of using wipes for your eyes because you have to really drag it because it's not that moist, and I don't think they clean them as well as the method I'll be telling you about in a moment. But again, with those I would have stored them upside down to keep the moisture in. So that's those. And then what I was going to tell you was little hero Vaseline, and this is just one of the little pots. Oh, sorry about the glare. I've got all different pots and, you know, the big jars and all sorts. This is amazing stuff for not just for beauty, for all different things. I have actually used these, used Vaseline on numerous occasions when I've built flat pack furniture, and when you've got just little pilot holes. If you don't know what I mean, it's a little tiny hole where you would have to screw a screw in, but it's only very tiny, and you have to then turn the screw to. It's just so that you get a bite. But on many occasions, it's very difficult to turn and to get the screw to bite in. All you do is you get your screw and you just dip it so that you coat the end of the screw in Vaseline, and tell you what, it works like magic. So despite me doing a beauties empties, there's a fantastic DIY tip for you, and you know, for your other halves, your husband or whoever. I mean, I was a single parent for 20 years, so I did all that sort of thing anyway. But I can't remember where I found it out, but I'm going back like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago when I first started using that. But it's fantastic. I highly recommend you try that if you have problems putting flat pack furniture together. Oh yes, and sorry, that's that was just one of the things. Obviously, usual use. Most people have these. I've got another one, an aloe vera one in my handbag. On your lips. If you've got a cold and your nose is sore, you know, around your nose to keep, you know, to stop the skin drying out. It's also good for your eyelashes, your eyebrows, to keep them moist, because obviously when they dry out, that's when they're going to fall out, and when your eyebrows and eyelashes get thin. So fantastic for that. But one thing that I've used it for more frequently is makeup remover, particularly for your eyes, because it's obviously, because it is, you know, an oil-based product. I mean, I've heard actually people say, oh, there's too many impurities, blah blah blah. It's pure petroleum jelly. There's nothing bad in it. It's just nature. So, you know, if you're going to go and buy expensive makeup removers, they're more likely to have lots of different chemicals and things in. This is just one thing. You know, you can't get much purer than this. And because of its nature, you know, if you rub it on your eye, you're not literally rubbing, you're just wiping it. So it's a lot gentler, and it's moisturising your skin at the same time. Don't know what it would be like if you had oily skin. I know there are oils you can use on oily skin, and it doesn't make them oilier. Not so sure about this sort of thing, but I've always had, since I was young, dry skin, and so for this, I just, same as I would moisturiser, I'd dot it all over and really, you know, work it in, but not so that I'm dragging the skin. I mean, I don't know if you can see, you know, my skin. I'm 52 this year. Don't really have any wrinkles. I'm getting a bit crepey around here. I've always had like hooded eyes anyway, but I've never smoked, so I don't get the usual, like a lot of people do. They get the lines here, but it keeps I've noticed since I've been using this more, it's actually kept my skin plumper, and obviously drinking water does that as well. But highly recommend that. Really, really good stuff. And then for toning, obviously need some cotton wool pads, so I've used one of those up. These are just little travel ones. I bought an excess of travel toiletries leading up to some travel we did last year. I don't know if you can see it. This is Dubai. Went with our business on a 5-star, all expenses paid trip to Dubai last year. And I just went silly and I was just buying toiletries every time I went into a supermarket. And so I'm trying to use them up now because obviously they're not going to last forever and they're just annoying me, all these little bits. So I've been using, especially the ones that I'm not keen on, I'm trying to get rid of those first. So I had quite a few packets of these, so I've managed to use one of those up. I'm not a fan of them, I won't be buying these again. I think I'm using the last packet at the moment. But they're just round cotton wool pads, but they're very fluffy. So you know they have a tendency to fall apart, so I shan't be buying those. Superdrug that was. In the same range as the Tesco cucumber wipes, I've also got this toner, the cucumber. Love this. It's really refreshing, and especially after I've cleansed my face with the Vaseline. And then I use one of the face wipes to take that off, but then finish it with cotton wool drenched in this, and it really removes any of the residue, but still leaves your skin really plump and moist, and it just makes my skin feel really nice. So, and again, I think this was about 80p, so really good value. The reason I've started using these, I was using all simple shower gel, creams, facial stuff. Everything I had was simple until I found out most, if not all, of their products have got parabens in. Now this is supposed to be a product that is simple and has less nasty chemicals and things, but it's got parabens in it. Parabens are lethal products. You know, they can give you cancer. Well, they can certainly contribute to it. So no, I don't buy simple products at all anymore. Even if one particular product may be okay, doesn't have a paraben in, I just steer clear of simple because I think it's a bad marketing thing to advertise them as such pure products and so on, when clearly they're not, because they've got parabens in. So, and this range from Tesco is okay, so that's why I like those. And then this it's Purifying Night Cream by Easy Spa. Comes in a nice posh jar. We actually sold these in our business. I don't think they're available anymore, so I can't even put a link to them because I actually bought these when they were reduced. I think they were clearing the stock, but I've got another jar in the cupboard that I'm using. It's really thick. It's not what I would recommend for somebody that maybe has greasy skin. And when I ran out of day cream, I actually used it during the day, and it was really heavy, which obviously is why it's night cream. But I do notice when I wake up in the morning after putting this on at night, my skin feels really nice and nourished. And these are, I mean, it hasn't got the stuff. It would have had the little leaflet with the ingredients on, but these were very pure, and they were really top range good products. So I really enjoyed using that, and as I say, I'm still using another one, Maybelline Baby Lips. It's the, I'm trying to think, just Hydrate. They do several different varieties. I think they do more in America than what they do over here, but this is just, I've only had this variation. I've not branched out with the other ones. I'm not so keen on like cherry and those sort of things, which they do, but I've actually used 2 of these, I think, so I want to get some more when they're on offer, because quite often you can get 2 for £5 or 3 for 2 or something like that, because normally they're, I think, £3 odd each, so I'll wait until they're on offer to get some more of those. And then the last of the face is actually facial tissues, just, you know, paper hankies. I think I mentioned these in a shopping haul. I get them from Lidl's. They come in a great big multi-pack of 18 packets, and there's 10, I believe. Yeah, 10. I'm not sure if they're 3-ply or 2-ply. They're really good quality tissues, but they're only £1.29 for a big pack of 18 packets of these. So they're really good. So that's all the face. Then on to eyes. I wear contact lenses, in case you didn't know. And I actually get, I'm on a what they call a contact lens scheme, so I pay a monthly direct debit and I get everything I need. I can get, you know, all my eye care is free, all my checkups. If I have any problems, I don't have to pay, and I get all my, obviously my products free as well. So I get, I've actually got a astigmatism in my left eye, so I have a toric lens in that one, and then just a normal round lens in my right eye, and these are monthly disposables, so I wear them continually for a month and then change them, and then I use again, this is free, so I get them on a 3 monthly basis, so I get 3 pairs of lenses and 3 bottles of the solution. And if I want to take the lens out for any reason, and if it gets damaged or if I drop it and can't find it, I don't have to pay for replacements. That all comes under the scheme. And also I get discounts on any glasses or prescription sunglasses as well. And I only pay, it's under £15 I think I pay for that. It's with Vision Express. Yeah. Yeah, so there's the solution as well. Then on to teeth. Sorry, this is getting a really long video. I'll just try and speed things up. Going back to travel toiletries, toothbrush, it's OralB. This one was very gritty, so it felt as if it was really cleaning my teeth nicely. It was very nice. OralB Pro Expert. I'm assuming they do it in a full size. I think this came with a travel toothbrush in like a little travel set. But yeah, I enjoyed that. That was nice. And Tesco Value Mouthwash. That was okay. That was fine. No issues with that. However, I normally get mine from Lidl's, which is 49p, and that's quite. In fact, I think that might be actually a stronger, tinglier than what this one is. So yeah, that's that. Then on to body sprays, antiperspirant type things. Got a Shore for women, aloe vera sensitive. It's one of the compressed ones, so potentially this would have been 2 or 3 times its size packaging, but they've compressed the gas, you know, everything that's in it into a smaller package, so it's a lot handier for especially for travel, because it's only 75 millilitres, so you know, that's great for travelling as well. And not to leave Ian out, a Lynx Africa. I think it's one of their original fragrances, and I like this one because I'm very fussy with smells. So Ian can't wear anything I don't like the smell of, and like I say, I'm very fussy because it just makes me feel sick. But I do like this one, and again, that was one of the travel ones we had when we went away. Right, I'm just going to pause the video here so I can shut the window because it's getting quite drafty now, and it will get a bit quieter as well. Hi again, sorry about that. Hopefully the sound will be a lot better now as well. I've shut the window. Right, then on to like hand and body, I suppose. I've actually got 2 of these. Only need to show you one. It's Lidl's own brand, the hand soap in Water Lily and Lotus. Love the smell of this. I think this lasts possibly a couple of weeks, depends on whether Ian's here or not, because obviously if Ian's here there's more people washing their hands. But it's really nice. It doesn't dry my hands like some do, because it doesn't tend to be very highly perfumed. But yeah, really like that. So there's 2 of those there. Then the same range as the night cream I had there, I've also got this, again, Easy Spa, vitamin C infused hand and body butter. This smells absolutely gorgeous. I got these when they were reduced. They were, clearing the range. I don't know why. It's a really nice range. I wish they'd kept it. But I also bought, as samplers for our customers, a huge, big, I think it was 100 sachets, the little samplers, these little sachets. So what I do now, I'm actually trying to use them up, because like I said, I've got all these little travel bits that I don't need. I really like this hand cream, so it's a shame I can't get a bigger tube. But I'm keeping a few for travel and so on, but I'm using the bulk of them up, so I've gone through quite a few of these. And then again, something from our holiday, I had some sun cream. Obviously once products are open they have to be used within a certain period of time. I've not used it because I've been sunbathing, but it's a good moisturiser. So and whenever I have a shower I moisturise myself from head to toe, because like I've said, I've got dry skin, so I've been using it as a body moisturiser, and it smelled quite nice as well, because I like the smell of most suntan lotions. So that's what I've been using that for, and obviously bonus, if I was out in the sun then I wouldn't have got burnt. So that's that. And this is another one of Ian's. It's a pot of Pseudo Cream, and this is great for all sorts of different things. The first time I was introduced to this was when my son was born, and he is now 26 and a half. We had a pot, it was actually, I think it may have even been a smaller pot than this, when we were in the hospital, sort of the day he was born, we were given some supplies. He was in like the little crib, and we were given things to use, and one of them was a little pot of this, because when I had my daughter, who's 30 this year, I just used, I think, zinc castor oil. Didn't know about whether this existed or not, I don't know. So when I was introduced to this, it smells lovely, and my son is even worse than me. His skin is really reactive to different chemicals and things. It was so bad, he actually, where he was laying on his side, all down one side, especially like down his legs, because they were given these little what do they call them, like nighty things that tie up around the back. So obviously his legs were all bare, and his leg on the side he was laying was red, literally red raw, as if the skin had peeled off or had been burnt. And it was a reaction to whatever chemicals they used in the laundry, to the in the hospital sheets. So where he was laying on the sheet in the crib, it was really reacting with his skin, bless him. But obviously for his nappy, obviously Ian doesn't wear nappies, but as a lot of other ladies and gentlemen as well, whoever's watching this, may be aware, when you're on the bigger side like Ian and I are, in certain places where you maybe get chafing, it's fantastic to treat that or to prevent it, because obviously if it keeps the area greasy, the skin doesn't rub, it glides against itself, so to speak. So yeah, but I mean it's great for if you've got spots or anything like that, because it's an antiseptic cream, so that's fantastic. And oops, nearly finished. Baby wipes. No, we don't have a baby. Well, we do, the dog. But these again are from Lidl. When I found out about parabens, I just went through every product to try and find out what the ingredients were, and it was a bit of a hunt to find wipes that weren't a ridiculous price, that didn't have parabens in, and Lidl's don't. So these are friendly. They are large wipes. They smell nice, and they don't, you know, react with my skin or anything. So, and these are aloe vera. So they're 80 in a packet, and I believe they're 79p for a packet. And then, excuse me, I dropped something. Last couple of items, not makeup or anything related really, but they're tablets. Oh, sorry, Ian's home. Multivitamins, because obviously if you want to look after your skin, you've got to do it from the inside out as well. So make sure you get all your vitamins. And as I'm a vegetarian, I don't necessarily get all the vitamins I might do if I wasn't a vegetarian. So I make sure that I get them. I take multivitamins, and I also take vitamin C on their own. They're actually multivitamins and minerals. So I've used that pot up. They're 30 tablets. And they're from Lidl's, and they are £1.59, I think, for a month's supply for one person, obviously. And then some advice for you. These are blood pressure tablets. Obviously you're not going to want to go and buy these. I don't really want to take them, but I have to. So there's a word of advice. If you are younger than me, if you are slimmer than me, if you are healthier than me, try and stay that way. Obviously you can't stay young, but heed my advice. Don't get obese, stay healthy, and then you won't have to take these. I actually take 2 different varieties to keep my blood pressure down, and hopefully as my weight goes down, then I won't have to take them any of them at all. So, but it's going to be a long journey, because that's a lot of weight that's got to come off before I come off these. So hindsight's a wonderful thing, but yeah, you don't want to take these. So there you go. That's all the empties for now. I think there's a little over a month there. Oh, and you gonna say hello? Hello. We had a couple of your empties there as well. So okay. Right, so that's it. Sorry it's been so long, guys. I think it's been about half an hour or something, this video. So, but there was a lot of products there, and I've given you some great tips, I think, like with the Vaseline and the wipes and things. So hopefully they may be of use to you. So thanks again for watching, guys. Sorry again for my missing in action. I'm back, and I'll be doing some more videos shortly. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.